Oh, God.
It's cool they didn't show it.
Hey, guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
And finally, we're back with Andor, Season 2, Episode 1.
It's a glorious day.
It is. So we know this is releasing 3 episodes at once every week. We're going to make them all, as far as I know, 3 separate videos, because I think the show deserves that, I think. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we have reacted to pretty much every Star Wars show in the Disney era here. Mm-hmm. A lot of great things, some things not so great, but that first season of this show was awesome.
This has been my favorite Star Wars series.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I certainly think it's got the argument for it. It's definitely the best produced.
Yeah, I don't want to shit on any of the other ones. I know I've criticized them in the past, but honestly, this is just my favorite.
I love this. I did a little recap last night. I watched it a few months ago, and it was better than I remembered. For me, my highlight is just escaping. I mean, there's so many, like, One Way Out. It's hard to top that, but Aldhani and the eye and that visually for me, the emotion of the people, Imperials and the Aldhani travelers all in unison looking at this greater thing. Mm-hmm. To me, I think that's my favorite moment.
Luthen's speech was great.
Yeah. If I'm not counting Luthen's speech, I think Luthen's speech. It's one of the best speeches in Star Wars.
I think my favorite moment, well, I mean, I was just glad to see Saul.
Yeah, I know you love Saul.
I do.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great character.
I'm glad to have him back. I'm glad he's back in this season.
I just want to see Borg Gullet.
Borgullet.
And his origin story. What is this thing?
I don't know, some horrible blob that...
Well, what made him go, you know what? I should use that.
Just take their minds.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like... It's just a deep end.
Your mind. My guy I used to work with, when he got his poster signed, Forrest was like, well, what do you want to write? Just write Borg Gullet. And he's like, he's okay. He chuckled.
That guy's cool.
He's like, Borg Gullet. And you said it as you wrote it.
I've said this before, but do you remember what the first movie you ever saw Forrest Whitaker in?
I saw some late 80s, early 90s movie where he's a teenager. He's like some young bully in something. I can't remember what it was, though.
No, then you beat me. I think the first movie I ever saw him in was Blown Away.
Okay, I haven't heard of that. Yeah,
a bomb disposal expert.
Before we jump in, just so you know, go check out our other Star Wars reactions. Zach is watching Rebels for the first time. We finished Clone Wars and The Bad Batch, and I'm wondering if there's going to be Rebels tie-in with this.
I will admit that I've been a little calcitrant.
Well, you're just that's fine.
About how Star Wars has developed over the years and like how I've taken in that entertainment. But I can say, though, that, maybe it's just me coming down here and hanging out, enjoying just watching shit with you. It's been a good ride.
Yeah, it's been a good for even though there's been some bumps. It just means, and you don't like to hear this, it actually just literally means you're a super fan. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but it means you care a lot about it and you want it to be shepherded the right way.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I want it to be like it's got
and when you have a problem,
potential.
Yeah, and when you have a problem, it's just because you're a fan, and that's great. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So
the biggest problem.
You're just thinking,
right
like,
now
shit, am I a fan?
The real problem I have right now is Thrawn's gut.
Oh, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just suck in a little bit.
I hope they get him a girdle.
Maybe they should, and nothing to do with.
It'd be even funnier if he had one already. already had one.
Well, just like, I know you want him to look like this well put together, disciplined person. And like, yeah, it's who he is. And also, obviously, in Rebels, I know he's in it, so it's not a spoiler, but he looks and sounds and acts like he should.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, leave a comment down below. Give us a tip if you like. Check us out on Patreon to see the full-length uncut reaction. Go there. It's going to be great. And we also have early access, but not for this show. Let's jump in.
One year.
Ferrix is a little bell tower guy. 4 BBY.
That's cool. I got a little droid.
Yeah, he's cool. He's probably an evil piece of shit, though.
Oh, remember
that black BB-8 droid that screwed everything up for everybody?
That's a TIE Interceptor,
The Benicio del Toro.
Right? Maybe it's not. I don't remember the TIE Interceptors didn't have the wings going backwards. It was only forward, the points.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Yeah,
the TIE Interceptors originally did not have that.
They just had going forward?
Yeah. It's really cool, though.
Man, it just looks cool on the inside of that thing.
Yeah, hell yeah, it does. All this technical work. And they lose fights all the time.
Test facility. Okay. Man, that looks like a mess hall. Or a place when you're in prison and you go out and visit people. Snowtrooper.
Hey.
Oh, he's undercover. Okay.
How's it look?
It's good. It's prep for a test flight in the morning. The password tonight is Catherine.
Got the key?
We have to wait for my supervisor to leave. He never stays late.
She's nervous.
Sounds like he's gonna stay late.
I was told not to look at you. I didn't see anything.
It's okay.
I'm so nervous.
Nervous is good. Keeps us awake.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
I've had fun here. That must sound strange.
No, not at all. You're very brave.
Am I? My hand's shaking.
It's like a time a person
Hey.
can be brave.
There you are. Who is this? New pilot. Welcome aboard.
I still got it.
She said you were cute.
I am.
If I died tonight, was it worth it? You've done this before?
Seems pretty real. Like, obviously,
hell yeah.
the confliction she has.
Being with you, being here at the moment you step into the circle. Look at me. You made this decision long ago. The Empire cannot win. You're coming home to yourself. Let that protect you.
Hope she doesn't die.
Well, she looks like she could die.
I need a 12-minute head start.
Is that enough?
It's like Tom Cruise Minority Report. You know, I don't know if he would have been able to talk to an asset like that in season 1. You know?
Oh, you mean in terms of his social capabilities?
Like, yeah, it's gonna be okay. It's all
Yeah,
worth it.
no, obviously. In the first season, he was jumpy.
Yeah. There's a difference
there's-
between
there's a-
fear and losing my nerve.
There's a display of confidence now.
Hope we see Luthen in this episode.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
See, man. Look at this guy.
It's gonna be like that. I'm telling you. Episode 8.
What droids are little menaces. Look at him.
My mouse droids.
R2 is even a fucking menace.
He saved the Nubian cruiser.
He's still a
He's up there. Yeah, the nerves you have to have. They're getting
He's
shot at.
still a little menace.
The pressure, maybe. Oh,
And then you hit a wrong button.
Poe Dameron. He just didn't really know how to take the fuel line out and stuff, and he was kind of like, "Oh shit!" Just like that. That's pretty cool. Has it been 12 minutes?
He needs to boogie, man.
How's it that this alien to you? Oh no, he's trapped in there. Oh, I thought the door closed already. What's that gonna do? Do what Anakin did.
He's trying again.
Yeah. This is quick.
You blow your way out of that.
See, he had the
left.
left joystick. He didn't have the right one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that guy's got some nerves.
Yeah, he does.
Oh God.
That's cool they didn't show it.
Yeah, how you think looking down?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna blow a whole way through there. Wouldn't that be enough?
Right now it's not looking like he's having breaks.
I'd be too worried that I would damage the integrity of it for
Yeah, before you got out of there?
extra atmospheric travel.
Well, the fighter's coming in.
Great action.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, man.
Well, in Rogue One, he never says he's the best pilot. You know what I mean?
No, he's just more or less this reckless confidence that he's going to figure it out.
Yeah. But for the Aldani heist, they needed him as a pilot
Yeah.
because he could figure stuff out, right? You'd have to time that.
Fucking whole noogies through that motherfucker.
I don't think I'm that brave.
I think you're in the situation. You just have to do or die, man.
Yeah. Or if it's just so responsive. He's just not used to like something that fast. With
Yeah, I imagine it.
with like no input lag. It's a bomb maker. They hung his dad on Ferrix. He's like threw it into the crowd and everything.
The droid.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't remember.
He's a sweetheart.
I like because he's just this old rust bucket that
Yeah, and he's like, he just wanted to.
helped Cassian.
Yeah. Hey, that's the torturer, isn't it? The guy with that puts the headphones on you.
Oh, maybe.
He's all excited about it.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Then he doesn't have his Imperial baseball cap on. Ah, well,
That's a nightmare.
I think maybe he's a good guy now.
It's a nightmare.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Biggs, wake up! Wake up! No! Hey, shh! Biggs, listen. Shh. What happened?
She had another dream.
Go back to bed.
What's his name was?
Cassian will want to know.
She'll do
B2. So she's still having PTSD from that. Oh!
What if you don't
So they had a place on Coruscant in an estate on Chandrilla.
Yeah,
stop?
because that's Mon Mothma's daughter.
Yeah.
You can let me.
To the wedding to get her out of the house. My favorite.
Perrin.
You know my
He's young Sung Hero out of this. He got blamed for something he didn't do.
I know.
What a
He's-
glorious
whatever.
The game one man.
Yeah.
We have limited space on the docking platform.
Looks like Daniel Day-Lewis.
Robots and don't seem eager to move.
No, he doesn't look like Ralph Fiennes.
From the side, kind of, don't you think?
A little bit of both.
Like during the award
he reminds me
ceremony?
more of Ralph Fiennes.
Is this about his new ship?
He's your friend, darling. You and us can sort it out.
I'm so excited to be back.
I am too. This is a great series.
Well,
I'm
for
waiting
one-
for the moments I know that it will give me.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm just like, I just love the sets. Like,
Look
the
at
outfit.
saying, I'm just waiting for the moments I know it will give me.
Oh, and
Oh,
the waif from Game of Thrones.
That's her sister, right?
Yeah.
Very flowing
you are.
outfit. Hey, it's dude.
How's the bride to be?
We're very spoilt at the moment.
Mon, I was hoping for a chance to speak.
I'm afraid I'm a bit of a blur right now. Is there something urgent?
He better be funding this whole deal.
No. Just looking to catch up. I'll find you later.
Oh, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh dear, you found me.
what are you doing here?
I'm afraid that's a secret. Away with it.
What's going on here?
You'll ruin my surprise. You told her nothing, I hope.
Oh, no,
only
that's...
just arrived.
Okay, I mixed up that guy and the other guy.
You'll see when I'm ready. Now, surely there's something that desperately requires your presence elsewhere.
Very well.
Well, I
That's the
meant-
guy
That's...
whose son.
Yeah.
her
That's the
daughter's
guy
in
who
there.
should be paying for this whole
What's
thing.
he doing here? He's with Skulden. For what? Apparently it's a secret.
Might have something to do with the goddamn antiquities dealership.
The team at Sinar confirmed he got away clean.
Clean.
It was a pulse code, not a conversation.
We should have heard from him by now.
I can't transmit from here, Luthen. I told you when we landed. That's off the table.
Keep listening.
Fed up with your shit kind of look.
In the trailer, this kind of remind me of my favorite planet ever. Lothal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you imagine a live-action Lothal, it's all it is?
Just a great wheat field.
Well, we did see it in Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Let me try the thick one.
You know it's not gonna last.
I'll get them through the harvest.
I can make a new pot tonight.
That kid looks older.
Thirsty?
What?
Better pull it together.
You just be normal.
She seems awfully determined.
Please.
It's a long walk from the silos.
That's because her mother doesn't like me coming around.
Why?
We're toolies. Please. Just give it a rest.
Hi. You've been out here so long. I brought water.
What a lovely surprise. Will was just telling me how thirsty he is.
Say something. Damn. He's just like,
What is it?
I'm not sure.
It's Imperial.
My father will know.
You know, they always treat like every planet of Star Wars like a small town. Like once the Empire's there, like you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You can't just fucking hide. You know what I mean? How much? I can't remember. I haven't watched in a few months. Episode 4. How much do we see inside of Vader's cockpit in his point of view?
I don't think it's as often as you just see him.
Yeah.
In the cockpit.
Because I imagine he would have the best.
Yeah, and I thought that was the idea. Is that's a custom TIE
Yeah,
fighter.
it's custom. Yeah. Good thing those things aren't like police cars. They just have a tracker on them.
Yeah, I know.
And they just never really done that in Star Wars. They have to manually throw it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Porco!
Porco Russo.
What's going to be Porkins, like, you know what I mean, or something?
Yeah.
You can stop right there!
Garrus.
Garrus.
15 blasters pointed at you right now! Don't tell him that! He needs to know it. The number? The actual number? Are you kidding? I knew you would do this! I'm not an Imperial pilot! Yeah, and I'm not gonna put a bolt through you. Toss the blaster and get on the ground!
A little bit of pain in the ass.
No notes.
Hey.
No note! Oh, it's him, isn't it?
None of you were here. Nobody puts this in their calendar. All service and transport droids will be Dr. White, Colonel Yulal, and Governor Tarkin. All senior command will be notified by the Emperor at the time of his choosing. The group in this room is, of this moment, the tightest of closed circles. Any security violation will be brought to the Emperor's personal attention.
Deidre.
And she's risen enough to get in this room.
Yeah.
Gormans.
Chances are, if you've heard that sound before, you've been to the Great Valleys of Gorman. You've had your eye on something made of Gorman twill. Elegance and durability. Available in all weights and weaves.
Look at this fool.
That's the traditional Gorman Valley horn, sounding the wake-up call for the creatures who've made this planet the success it is today. Time to rise and start spinning.
Oh, God.
Meet the Gorman spider. The experts have a fancier word. Don't they always? They call them Gorlectopods. Spinning from dawn till dusk, never stopping to feed or sleep until the Gorman sun has set. It's a planetary-wide effort, with each of Gorman's 9 provinces pulling together to provide a single processing and delivery system.
Gorman
So the Gormans are spiders.
is of great interest to the Empire.
Oh.
Who are you? Who is he? He's an impy pilot.
Just do this, please.
Then do it. Let's see
are
it. We're waiting. Let me know when you're done.
I'm here to meet a friend. Where is he?
We ask the questions.
Wow. Big move. Now you can ask him who he is.
Maybe I'll get an answer.
There was another pilot here waiting to take it forward.
Stolen for who?
For the rebellion.
Whose rebellion?
Where's the pilot I'm supposed to meet?
What if this is all a
Where is
test?
he?
Your friend was not friendly. He took a shot at us. Big mistake.
He's lying anyway. This guy's a test pilot.
I doubt anyone here
Son of a bitch.
difficulties we've had making the Emperor's dream of energy independence a reality. I met with the Emperor yesterday. He suggested I remind you that the energy initiative remains the centerpiece of his agenda. Unlimited power will transform the galactic economy and solidify Imperial authority. There's a mineral underground. Doctor?
Deep substrate foliated calcite.
Calcite. Synthetic calcite. Calcite alternatives. I mean, the amount of time spent pondering this grubby little bit of rock is sadly astonishing. Gorman calcite to coat the reactor lenses. Should we fail to find any alternatives, we will have to control Gorman with a hand firm enough to silence any resistance.
I wonder how she feels about this.
She's always been pretty dedicated before.
Nothing's where it's supposed to be.
I wouldn't touch that.
What is it?
I'm not sure.
So how did you get here?
I guess it's my lucky day.
Do you think this is funny?
There is no manual, okay?
Hey, we're trying to focus here. What do you think? Can you fly it?
I don't know. It's all new.
He can fly it.
Do the math. We don't all fit.
Is there anything to eat in there?
He's like Robin Hood.
It's gouge mining. There would be stress on the planet's core.
There is a risk of total collapse.
800,000 Gormans.
Gorman is neither obscure nor without political power. They will not go quietly.
Which is exactly why you're here.
I mean, that's like first order stuff right there.
But the two of us, we could be out of here by now.
You can't teach her if he's dead.
Everything with you is negative.
Like killing the only pilot we have?
Well, we gotta have one of them.
She just needs a little time.
Do they really trust you? Or they just think you're stupid?
You know I don't need an excuse to hit you.
2 days, no food. Makes everyone cranky, right?
How do you know how long we've been here?
It's what the Joker wanted to do. Get the cop to fight him.
You were not here 3 days ago when I left.
Still have the same problem.
He's right. Your brother dumped us here and ran away, and you want to talk about trust?
He went back for survivors.
Nobody believes that.
You're the Marietta Brigade.
What? What did you tell him? This is on you.
Crap.
What's the rub? We can see we're stuck.
I know Maya. Maya's dead.
According to you, he's the
Because I was trying to save her, we got ambushed. We lost 6 ships, 40 fighters.
My brother was the only
Your
one.
brother ran away.
We've been supplying you along the way. Argue all you want. But we're all part of the same rebellion.
Your friend was hostile.
He was on a mission.
We're stealing an Imperial test ship. For who? Who are you with?
I'm not telling you that.
Who told you?
Yeah, well, you should be more careful.
You scobbing jackpot.
No. We're not here to gloss over any difficulty.
It's showing the infighting, though.
Yeah, they're not organized yet.
D. Shambo, Nisus Osar will be our partners from the Ministry of Enlightenment.
Thank you, Director.
Like Ministry of Truth.
Hasn't there always been something slightly arrogant about the Gore? Oh, we all feel it. What is that?
Last year, when the shipping lanes had to be shut down, how hard would it have been to simply allow the Imperial inspections that most other planets welcome?
Did a dedicated Imperial naval inspector really have to die to protect Gorman pride?
We did that. We made the story, we shaped it, we blew it up, we decided when it was over. With the right ideas, planted in the right markets, in the right sequence, we can now weaponize this galactic opinion.
The secrecy, the overcharging, mocking Imperial protocols, laughing at us.
Okay. We get the idea.
There's beasts out there. No talking. Don't take orders from Bardi.
What kind of beasts?
You'll hear him tonight.
Once we're in the air, he's in control.
Oh, you're not getting anywhere.
Because you're not letting her concentrate. We can have
I really don't like that guy with the black hair. He wants to bitching the whole time.
No, neither do I.
It's harder than it looks.
Why not have a plague or stage some natural disaster? That'd motivate them to leave the place of their own accord.
We've actually gamed that out. It gets unpredictable very quickly.
War games.
We don't have a large presence on Gorman at the moment. He's planned for that. We're building a new armory in Palmo. Excuse me? We're starting tomorrow.
You're awfully quiet, aren't you?
It's a lot to take in.
Oh,
I like to know what I'm talking about.
you're here at my request. I don't get to Coruscant much these days, but I do keep my ear to the ground. Now, some people might not have recovered from an incident like Ferrix. You're not inspired by the anti-Gorman whispering campaign.
I'm still forming an opinion.
You think you're hard to read. You need to get over that. Now, you have a plan already. You had it before they finished speaking. I want your assessment.
Propaganda will only get you so far. You need a radical insurgency you can count on.
Count on for what?
You need Gorman rebels you can depend on to do the wrong thing. Director.
Gorman rebels you can depend
Well,
on.
the idea is that the Imperial presence is justified.
Yeah, because these rebels are doing, you know.
Hi, who was waiting.
Here I am.
No, not for you.
Not for you.
What are they doing?
An Imperial supply sends us. It's an audit, a spot check. They want to know what they've got, where it's coming from.
If they're checking visas, we have a problem.
He knows that.
It's gonna be fine. No one here's about to let anything happen to you.
We'll know more tomorrow. Nothing from Cassian.
I'll have a listen.
I'm glad that kid got out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
it's-
Marva?
Yeah. Maeve. Is it Marva?
Marva. I think it's Marva.
We know Cassian got off Siler. We know Porco's waiting. What are we looking at?
I'm looking for a drink. The monitor's on. Hope for the best.
Didn't she look like the grown-up version of 11?
No.
You don't think so?
The nose.
I just want Perrin to say something apathetic.
Leader won't be easy. You'd know best. Is he tough enough? Not by half. He'll either learn or be led. Well, I wish him luck.
Well, it's a proud tradition in our family.
I've been training on Steer Guard, but we're all being transferred now.
Really? Where's everyone going?
I always wondered where you came from.
More reason to doubt me, I'm sure.
That's hardly fair.
What are you doing here?
Skeldon's acclaimed. We bought a gift for the betrothed. I'm working. Just two single women surveying the prospects.
It's been a rough few days.
Is everything all right?
I've had some business go sour. Things have gone to a head. I'm hoping to stay the weekend, but we'll see.
Is Marnie joining you?
She's dead.
We're living apart at the moment.
Oh.
I'm surprised you haven't heard.
I have not.
I know you said you got my message. I was hoping we could discuss the Foundation.
Is there a problem?
Not like that, no.
Oh, Mon. There you are. They've had their first fight.
Oh dear.
Leader's run off.
You'll have to excuse me.
Of course.
Lita and her betrothed?
Evidently.
You know, how the leader get led.
He's a child.
What happened?
He won't hold my hand. I keep trying and he keeps pushing me away.
So, terribly sorry.
Maybe he just doesn't want to get married either. You know, well, I mean, I know she wants to, but maybe he's not into the tradition.
Yeah, maybe not.
Because remember, Mon wasn't into the tradition, and neither was her sister.
About is a mutiny.
It's not a mutiny if no one's in charge.
I was always Maya's number two.
In your
I
dreams.
was always supposed to be in charge.
I never heard that. Because you never listened, Scott.
I want to hear it from Maya.
That might take a while.
She's dead.
She's not.
You saw nothing. You were hiding in the bunker.
That's a lie.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Shit. Say it again.
Whoa.
Bad idea, Crab.
Tell him to put it down.
Crab? Come on, man.
Oh, Crab and Doyle.
Yeah.
You're not even good at that.
He's boogieing out of there.
If I were him, I would have ran. All right, guys, that was a reaction to the first episode of Chapter 1. I think Chapter 1 is actually, I think the first 3 episodes are just called, no, it's called Part 1. Yeah, I mean, we're back. I really like it. It's still kind of developing, though. What do you think?
Well, obviously they're setting a stage.
Yeah.
There's tension on Chandrilla with the little betrothal party.
Yeah.
And there's because obviously Luthen's there and his sidekick.
Yeah.
And there's tension there, trying to hear back from Cassian. Cassian's in a bind. He actually successfully stole the new TIE fighter.
Mostly successfully, yeah.
He stole it.
No, yeah, he stole it.
So he was successful in stealing it. But at the rendezvous point, he was ambushed by another rebel faction that obviously is not in the know.
It looks like they might have killed Porco.
Yeah. So Porco's dead, presumably.
That would piss me off.
Yeah. They're acting like a bunch of fucking ingrates.
Yeah, they are. Just unorganized. I don't know. I know from Star Wars Rebels, I know Tony Gilroy was very in the know about, and he talked about how Dave and John kind of were their lore guys. What's kind of his lore guy? You know, so in Star Wars Rebels, it's not like everyone is together at first. You know what I mean? There's all these different rebels.
Clash.
Yeah, there's all these different rebel cells. So apparently they are a specific rebel cell that even Cassian knew who they were. But yeah, they're not very.
No, I agree that I understand too that there are factions. Even obviously, Saul Guerrero's partisans.
Yeah,
everyone else distances himself from them because they're kind of the extreme end.
Yeah, they're extreme.
What needs to be done, but either way, the other cells galvanize at some point to become a rebel movement.
Yeah.
But that movement's happening and they're trying to kind of piece it together. So I understand that. I'm just saying they're acting like a pack of fools.
No, they definitely are.
And they have no leadership, obviously. And there's a lot of points of contention.
No trust and everything else. Like, they're mad at each other and divided. And just a worse place for him to be.
Indeed.
I tell you what was really cool for me is just hearing about the Gormans and seeing the spiders on that planet. And I guess, I don't know, the Empire just calls all the citizens of that planet Gormans. Like, if the spiders are considered Gormans too, you figure they would be.
They called them something. There was a term. They named them. I just didn't write it down.
Okay. But yeah, they spin this, it's like silk. And they use it. It's just really cool. I don't know why, I just like it a lot.
But they weren't worried about the spiders, though. They were going there for a mineral.
Yeah. Yeah, the real reason probably.
Calcite.
For the Death Star, probably. And just the idea of mining a planet so much that it collapses. That's kind of a new order. That's kind of a First Order type thing. Like, it's been mentioned in Star Wars before, but the idea of that happening or using power from the sun, I think that's pretty cool. And it kind of lines up with what we see in science fiction in the future, like mining asteroids and even mining entire planets. Yeah, I think it's cool. So, I do want to ask you a question. Okay. Do you remember how Krennic in Rogue One was like talking to Tarkin? He's like, "So you'll tell the Emperor?" No, he's talking to Vader, and it seemed like he wanted to make sure he had the Emperor's approval. It's like, "So you'll talk to the Emperor?" He wanted
the recognition.
Yeah, I almost saw it.
Like when he was bitching at Tarkin, he's like, "You're standing on top of my achievement."
Yeah, I almost felt like Tarkin might not have ever talked to Palpatine. You know what I mean? That was just kind of my impression, I think.
You mean Krennic?
Yeah, that's what I meant, Krennic. Krennic never actually talked to him. Like, he was asking Vader to talk to him for him.
Yeah.
But here he mentioned at that council that he talked to him yesterday or last night. So
I get to wonder, though, that they might be compartmentalized.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just a
so
detail.
he may not actually be talking to the Emperor. He might just be telling these people he is.
Yeah.
It's also possible because obviously the director of that program, the Death Star, is Tarkin.
Yeah.
Tarkin's in control of that operation.
Yes.
So Tarkin will be the overseer of all the shit that Krennic is doing.
Yes. Is he director of the Death Star at this point, or does he resume that? I mean, I guess he is symbolically, but I feel like he's not as involved in it.
According to the book,
yeah,
he was given command of like that area.
Okay,
I mean, it wasn't like right off the rip, but
yeah. I think it's just because from Krennic's point of view, he has so much ownership of the actual Death Star. I think the technology that he feels like I'm in. You know, he obviously is one of the top guys. Just Tarkin kind of. It felt like when you watch Rogue One, Tarkin asserts his involvement more strongly.
Mm-hmm.
And like towards like the end of that movie, and that's when Krennic was kind of pissed off.
I think the idea though is Tarkin is the one that's overseeing, because he's talking to Krennic, like, security measures are broken.
Yeah.
At your facilities.
Yep.
So the idea is that you have Tarkin's over the overall broad idea of the project.
Yeah.
And you have to have people down the line that handle the development. I mean, Tarkin can't be there for everything.
Yeah. Like, there are people who own companies and they literally hire presidents or they hire managers.
Yeah.
But they're still in charge of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the same idea.
Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, it's like I said, it's still developing. I liked it, and it's just a great quality in terms of production.
That was really good.
Yeah.
It's obviously building up in these little arcs.
Yeah.
So we're going to see that. So right now, it's just a setup.
Yeah, it was a setup, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it takes Andor season 1 a few episodes to heat up, really.
I mean it in the worst way. No. I mean, it's just that...
When Luthen tells Mon that he's there for a secret, do you think he really meant that? And what do you think that secret is?
I think he's selling. He's selling the moment, and maybe there'll be some kind of exchange, obviously, with Tay and Mon Mothma. They're talking, and he wants to talk to her about something important.
Yeah.
Luthen's there, and he's trying to get information from people and more Imperial troops and naval.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I'm wondering about the marriage. Like, do you think when this show ends, they're going to get married? I know it's not the most interesting part, but for Mon, it was...
No, I just have to wonder. I'm trying to think of how it applies to the storytelling device and whether or not Mon will encourage her to step out of the marriage and what ramifications there will be.
Yeah, would that mess up her deal?
That guy. Well, she needed that guy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And it sounds like he's not even like... I guess I thought when you watched season 1 that they were all just going... It was just going to be this very... I don't know. I mean, like, that the tradition to the dad, at least, and I assume the family and the son, was that they were going to be very happy to marry their son to this other wealthy family.
Yeah.
But he was kind of like with Perrin. He's like... He's not particularly strong, how to led or be led, and he was very apathetic to it. So it might just...
I think it's you're looking where you're applying the divide in the wrong place. I would imagine that the divide is like, okay, my son's like whatever, he's a bitch, but he's saying over here though it's advantageous for their families to be wed
because it's
advantageous to him.
Two families.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's more like that. Whereas in terms of his son personally, he's like,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think that's it.